Sublimation Master with the Sublimation Masterclass presented by Heat Press Nation. This online course contains over 8 hours of exclusive content packed with valuable information and zero fluff. In this masterclass, you're going to learn how to select the right equipment, receive thorough instruction on relevant products and processes, and gain valuable business insight. With your purchase, you'll have unlimited access to our exceptional lessons and demos, which are developed and curated by industry professionals with years of experience. This exclusive Sublimation Masterclass is available for $500, but is included for free with select Sawgrass printer bundles available at heatpressnation.com. For more information, visit heatpressnation.com/Sublimation Masterclass. Hello to all of you out there in internet land. Thank you so much for joining for another episode of Heat Press Nation Live. Yes, this is the weekly live stream from Heat Press Nation where we talk about a lot of really cool heat press related stuff. As you just saw, we're so excited to announce our brand new Sublimation Masterclass. This is a really big deal for us. It's something that we spent a lot of time developing, curating all the content, recording the video, all that stuff. We spent a lot of time into it because we believe it's gonna be probably one of the best assets, especially for new beginners in the sublimation world. So if you're watching this because maybe you're thinking about getting into sublimation, I would highly encourage you to check out that masterclass. We do sell it separately, but it's also gonna be included, as you saw in the video, it's gonna be included for free with select Sawgrass bundles. Starting now, you can go check it out on our website at heatpressnation.com/Sublimation Masterclass. Okay, yeah, super cool announcement. Thank you everybody for joining. Want to say what's up to everybody. Hi to Jesse Gibson. We got Dawn coming in from Little Rock. We got Valerie saying she loves her new Romeo. Oh, that's cool. I cut everything today with the Juliet. More on that in a little bit. Joanna saying hi from Palermo, California. I'm not sure where that's at. California is a big, big place. And so if you're from Southern California, like I know this place, I don't know where, tell me where that's at. Anyways, Creative Expressions and Gifts was first in the chat today. We want to give them a shout out from South Carolina. Tamara from Fredericksburg. We got Michelle from Montana. Ebony from the Peach State, which I'm assuming is Georgia. I believe is Georgia. Tina from Ohio. Day Walker says hello, says loves his channel. Thank you, appreciate that. Oh, there's a, everybody's tuning in right now. I'm not gonna get to everybody, I'm so sorry, but really quick, wanna say what's up to Doughboy from Brooklyn. Claire is coming in also from New York. Kirsten coming in from the heartland of Texas, very, very cool. Dee says, so glad to see we're selling in Hobby Lobby now. Oh yeah, that's the other really cool announcement that we have this week. So Heat Press Nation, we've had the Craft Pro heat presses in a few Hobby Lobbies across the country. So far, the rollout has been kind of gradual, but as of right now, unless there's a holdout, unless there's a little Hobby Lobby who hasn't gotten, no, I'm just kidding. No, but I believe we are in every last single Hobby Lobby store at the moment, which is really, really exciting for us. So if you're watching this and you want a heat press today, head on over to Hobby Lobby. You can get yourself a Craft Pro. We have the 12 by 15 inch swing away and the Craft Pro mug and tumbler press. So that's really exciting. Lots of really, really cool stuff happening here at Heat Press Nation. It's very, very exciting for me because I work here. I'm behind the scenes, so I know about this stuff before it comes out. And I'm always like afraid that I'm gonna say something wrong while we're live, or I'm gonna be, oh wait, was I supposed to say that? So now that the cat's out of the bag, it's like a weight lifted off my chest. I don't like keeping secrets. I'm good at it. I just don't like to do it. So so we're really excited today. So today, I don't have my buddy Chris. Actually, let's pan over to where he is, RIP. It's the ghost of Chris. He's not in today. So it's just me, but don't worry, we got a lot of fun stuff coming at you. I'm gonna have to bring double the energy today because Chris isn't here. So I gotta do that. So anyways, yeah, I'm really, really excited. We have giveaways coming your way at the end of the broadcast today. One lucky viewer is gonna win a $50 Heat Press Nation gift card. That's gonna be at the end of our show today. Now there's no flash discount code. If you see right here, this is actually not a flash code. So we've been running our half yearly sale the last week or two of May, or I should say the previous 2 weeks of May so far. And it's been going great. I know a lot of you guys have been finding some incredible deals. We have had some deals completely sell out. So I believe some of the Signature Series clamshells that they were on a super sick sale, we've sold out of all of our sale quantities. So those have actually gone back to regular price. That's the thing about these sales. So even though we have a lot of great stuff, if you snooze, you are gonna, in fact, lose, as the rhyme tells us. So, there's still lots of great stuff. And today I'm gonna be showing you guys some really cool vinyl stuff that we're gonna be doing today. You see it on your screen. We have a lot of cool stuff on sale right now at the moment. I do wanna just draw your attention up to the top right of your screen where it says HTV and vinyl cutters on sale now. Head on over to heat.press/sale. We have some vinyl cutters that are up to 35% off, which is a lot. There's a few vinyl systems vinyl cutters on sale. The reason why I mentioned the vinyl systems is because those are already an insane deal. And the fact that they're being discounted even further is crazy, crazy, crazy. So make sure you check that out. Today, I didn't cut with the vinyl systems just because the Caesar Juliet is so small and I just brought that over to my desk. Today, I cut everything with the Caesar Juliet. So yeah, what's up everybody? Yeah, Brandy says she would love to see more sublimation blanks in the store. Oh yeah, one thing I do want to say, now I love that we're in Hobby Lobby because you could just go in and get stuff today. However, if you could wait a few days, Heat Press Nation, we ship everything for free with no minimums to the lower 48 states. So if you do just need like a couple a dozen mugs, we sell them by the dozen, most of them. But if you need some mugs or some vinyl, order from heatpressnation.com. It'll ship for free. And we love that we were able to partner with Hobby Lobby. Obviously, it's like two different markets. Like one is in person, one's online, but you can find a lot of the same heat transfer stuff, especially the heat presses here at heatpressnation.com. Super duper exciting. Okay, I want to give a few shout outs here. Who else is tuning in? I'm loading. I know there's always the lag, which got to get over. But today we're talking, that's what we're talking about. Today, see, I have no Chris. Chris is usually here. He'll kind of rein me in, make sure we're talking about the right stuff. Today, we're talking about scraps to cash. So, actually, let me show you what we're talking about today. So, if you look here, I'm going to set up my iPad. I don't think you can see that on camera. There we go. You guys saw me just scratch my nose there a little bit. So, if you look here today, we have some stuff, all right? I love having stuff on hand. Now, right here, this is some more stuff. All right, confession time. I am a pack rat, all right? Whenever I finish a job, if there's a little strip of vinyl that's still left over, I'll save it. I have been known to save even the smallest strips. You know what happens a lot is if I buy because this, I'm not using, this is a Caesar holographic gold. I love this, but I don't get a lot of jobs for this. And so what we found out was even here upstairs, we don't like to waste. Save the planet, try not to waste where you don't need to. And so what we found out was we had a lot of scraps, a lot of like this is actually one sheet, right? So we had a lot of sheets, and then also, when you get to the end of the roll of your vinyl, there's that last little piece that's taped to the roll core, and it's usually only about like this big. Because even if you're cutting like long lengths, when you get to the end of the roll and this is all you have left, you'd be surprised how many people throw this away. So I've been known to save scraps of all shapes and sizes. If you look in my little scrap drawer at home, now this one I already cut it out. Oh, here we go. Where are we? There we are. I already cut this out just because, but I have been known to save tiny little scraps because in my mind, I'm like, dude, I can do something with it, right? And so that's what we're going to talk about today. Now, I know there's a lot of you guys out there, you're hoarders. It's okay. Well, maybe not to be a super hoarder, but if you're if you're a hoarder light version, man, you're in good company because I too am like a little hoarder pack rat. And so what I found was I would always keep all my scraps for all my orders. I have like little pieces here and there. And then every now and then I'll get an order for maybe one item or for hats. So today I'm gonna be really showing you what you could do with your scraps because I know you got some. I know you're ready to throw them away, and I would tell you not to. The first thing that you should be really loving your scraps for is gonna be hats. The reason I love hats is usually you only have about like 2, maybe 3, like 2.5 inches or so of vertical space on the hat. And you're only really gonna be pressing maybe like 3 inches wide or so, maybe 4 tops. That's a really small space. And so you could fit a lot of your scraps onto a hat. Now, obviously I haven't finished weeding this yet. We could do a simple 1 color. Today I'm actually gonna do a 3-color graphic on this hat. Also for hats right here, this little temple area gets neglected so much. And I'm gonna show you how that looks today. So hats are one way, one place, one opportunity for you to use your scraps and actually make money, because think about it. You've already paid for the roll, right? And this is what's left. You could throw this away if you want to, but here's the thing. And the next time an order comes in and they want this color, maybe they only need like a small piece. You can either order a new roll, wait for it to ship. You could go down to the store, to Hobby Lobby or whatever, get some vinyl there, or you could just open up your little scrap drawer, pull this out, and you're able to complete the job faster. You're not spending any money on vinyl because you've already, this money's already been accounted for. And yeah, I love saving money. I love saving scraps. I love saving money. So today we're turning our scraps into cash. Now this one, we just pulled this from a whole sheet, but what we really want to show you here is you don't need a lot of vinyl for certain jobs. So to start this one off, Alex, can you throw me those scissors? I know they say don't throw scissors, guys, but we're professionals here. Yeah. Oh, that works too. Alex is being very safe. He went the safe route. I would have just. All right. How many of you guys are using scraps out there? I want to see you in the comments. Let's see. I'm opening these up right now. Tina Killian says, I have a tote full of scraps, even tiny pieces. That's hilarious. Veronica says, it's too expensive not to be pack rats. You are not alone. Thank you. Thank you so much. Creative Expressions and Gift says, scraps have a special container for me. Scraps equal money. Yes. And she says, I can do 6 left chest logos with that orange. Oh yeah, I'm gonna show you guys, once we weed it, I'm gonna show you exactly how much vinyl we're getting off of this piece right here. So here I have a t-shirt. We're gonna do a couple things. I'm gonna do a chest logo. I'm gonna do a name. And we're gonna weed this really quick. Now, while I'm weeding this, do me a favor in the comments below. Let me know. I wanna see, what are you guys using your scraps for? And this is like the old days where I used to weed on camera. Man, I haven't done this in a minute because usually, like, I'll do this beforehand. So I haven't weeded on camera in a little while. By the way, I do want to remind you, we have our sale going while I'm weeding this. Feel free to, if you have any questions at all, it doesn't really have to be about scraps, but if you have any questions at all, please feel free to drop them in the comments. I want to get to a bunch of questions today, so anything you got for me. I mean, ideally about what we're talking about, but even if it's not, maybe if we have time, we'll get to some of those cool questions. And I know you see this gradient mug here. I'm actually gonna put this right here. Don't worry, I'm gonna show you what to do with that in just a minute. But really quick here, by the way, I'm using the Caesar weeding hook tool. In my opinion, the best hook tool. If you're using an X-Acto knife, please join us here in 2023 and get yourself a Caesar weeding hook tool. It is the best. Everything today, by the way, was cut on the Caesar Juliet, which is not a first for me, but I'm a cameo guy. And it was really cool to get to use the Caesar Juliet. I've been sleeping on it. I know I'm in the videos promoting it and stuff, but I have a cameo at home, and I'm not about to get rid of a perfectly good cameo just because a new cutter comes, as much as I would love to. So, but I'm gonna be honest, even here at the office, I've been kind of sleeping on the Juliet. And so today I got to use it, and I was very pleasantly surprised at how easy it was. Because I'm using all Caesar vinyl products today, it had all the presets loaded in there, which was really cool because I could just kind of punch in the numbers, or not the numbers, but punch in the material and and it was just ready to rock and roll for me. So that was pretty cool. I am throwing everything on the floor today. Don't worry, someone will pick that up. By someone, I mean me. So I'm gonna weed this, check in for questions, and then really, now this is just about, if I had a ruler here, this is only about 6-7 inches worth of vinyl. This is the end of a 15-inch roll of vinyl. So, you know the vinyl comes in a 15-inch wide roll? This is about 6-7 inches off the end. This end piece, I've heard so many people tell me that they throw it away. Like, oh yeah, it's not gonna fit a full like 10 by 10, why would I keep it? And I'm like, dude, do you know how much you could actually like fit on this? This was, I think, the most appalling. This is such a good piece of vinyl. It's so big. That part I was appalled. But I've heard people throwing away like a 4x4. Dude, I could do so much with a 4x4 piece of vinyl. So I don't know why you'd throw that away. So here we go. I got a big phone number. I got a short sleeve hit. I got a right pocket hit. And then I have part of my left pocket hit right here. You're gonna see what those are in just a moment. Very cool. Tamara Banks says, I have a Ziploc bag of scraps. I use them for small area projects. Yes, thank you. Let's see, what else? Creative Expressions and Gifts says, I also use scraps on ribbons for birthday buttons. Yes, I love the creativity, guys. Keep it coming. See, I knew I wasn't the only hoarder in this place, so I'm glad we're in good company here. Carrie says, scraps are great when you screw up on a letter. Oh, yes, so when you're doing vinyl, let's say if I accidentally weeded off this 5 right here, so instead of throwing away this whole section, I would just pull off the rest of the 5 and cut a new 5 right here, and then just, because you could repress it. So, oh, that's such a good idea. So this is actually the last part. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut this down really quick here. I'm gonna show you kind of my evil plan for this vinyl here. So we're gonna do that. And I even have some to spare. And I'm gonna try, actually what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna trim that off really quick here. So even this bottom part, this is probably gonna end up being 2 pieces. So this and that, believe it or not, that's still good. I'll still use that. Like, cause look, I could, like all this that I just did, I could fit that again right here. So those 2 pieces, those are still good. Not getting rid of those. And then I'm gonna show you guys what we're doing here today. All right, those we save for later. And I appreciate you guys sticking with me here. I know we got kind of, weeding is not exactly the funnest part, but you know what's weird is, I know some of you guys say that it's therapeutic for you. That I will never understand. My brain gets therapeutic-sized, whatever that word is, therapized, therapeuticated. My brain gets soft and calm by other things, all right? So yeah, you guys who do this for fun, like, that's cool. If you weed or if weeding is therapeutic for you, like, can you tell me like what exactly that's all about? I don't understand it. And I think one of my theories why I don't like to weed is because I always associate it, because I'm also a procrastinator, I associate weeding with stress. Meaning I'm only weeding this vinyl because my job that was due tomorrow is barely being cut at 11:45 p.m. And I have 40 shirts to make and I'm barely weeding the vinyl. That's why I think I associate weeding with stress. But I don't know, man. You guys tell me what's so cool about weeding that it calms you. All right, so really quick here. So this little piece, this piece is, I wanna say like 2.5, 3 inches wide by like 1.5 inches tall. You know where that goes? That goes right here on the sleeve, baby. Right there, this is the sleeve. I know it's kind of hard to see on camera. It goes right there on the sleeve. You know why? That's an extra $2 minimum. We're gonna see, I'm assembling this shirt right now. This shirt is for an imaginary pool company called Sunset Pool Company. There was a moment in time where I was actually thinking about starting a pool cleaning business. And then I realized that I do not like to work in the sun. So, and nobody really cares for a winter pool cleaning business. Like, I'll maintain your pool during the winter time. Nah, people want it nice during the summer. This is gonna go on the back of the shirt, by the way. Got a few more pieces that I wanna show you. That's already been weeded because I didn't have a ton of time. The rest of this, I did already weed it because I know you guys aren't watching this to see a grown man weed vinyl. I mean, unless there's some people who watch like ASMR. That's another one that I just don't get. I'm not gonna knock it, I just don't get it. Now, here's what you might not get. I watch people play guitar on YouTube for fun. Oh, I did this upside down. I was like, what the heck? There we go. So here we have this cool logo right here for Sunset Pool Cleaners or Sunset Pool Co., right? Again, imaginary pool company. You want to get permission to use somebody's real life pool company. And here we go. We're saving all of that. I have more, by the way. And you know what's cool is I love when companies come to me and ask me to do very simple stuff. Like you see how I'm just doing a name and a phone number for Sunset Pool Company. I've gotten a bunch of jobs from businesses who ask me to do graphics like this. And I love it. Even though it's a 2-color, it's a very simple weed. And this is like, even though it's wide, this is, I wanna say like 10.8 inches wide. So it's a very good width. But it's only about I wanna say it's like 2.5 inches tall. So I could fit a ton of these on one sheet of vinyl. I could fit a bunch of that. So that's why even this little scrap right here, you see this? I could fit 2 of these on here. If you just nest it right, this tiny little final piece, oh, this didn't make it on my previous cut. It's a leftover from a sheet. Dude, still good. And now I'm charging this customer because that's Strip Flock Pro. Dude, I have 2, 3, I have 1, 2, 3. I have 3 colors on front, I have 2 colors on back, and I have 1 color on my short sleeve. Just really quick, if you wanna know how I would price this shirt, for one single shirt, I start off at $18. That's for 1 color, 1 location. 18 bucks. You want 1 shirt? 18 bucks if I like you, and if I'm desperate. It should really, honestly, be 25. If somebody wants 1 shirt, you should be charging them like 25 bucks for 1 single shirt. But let's just imagine here for a second, you're desperate, you're gonna cut your price a little bit, but now they want multiple colors. So check this out. So right here on the front, we have 1 color. Every additional color should be at least $1 or $2, minimum, depending on the size, right? So I have 1 color, so now 18 just turned, let's say I'm only adding $1.50 per color, right? 2 extra colors, that's $3, so now I have a $21 shirt. An extra location. Extra location should always be an extra $1 or $2. So let's see, if I started at 18, then this is gonna make it 21. If I charge an extra $1.50 here, I am now at $22.50. And because we're gonna, I don't feel like flipping the shirt over, but because we're gonna add this on the back here, a new location, an extra $2, $24.50, an extra color on my extra location, an extra $2 or whatever. So we're at like a $26 shirt. Now, that's because I started at 18. If I would have started at 25, which I should have, this is easily a $30 t-shirt made with scraps. And I'm not exaggerating because look at the different colors. Remember, people pay for colors. So I'm gonna take this over to the heat press. We're gonna press it really quick, and then we're gonna talk a little bit more about scraps, but I just wanna pause and just check in with everybody here. Oh, here we go. Thank you. So, Tamara Banks doesn't understand it either, the weeding part. Araya Hope says, weeding calms me with the lighting. The focus, I get to directly pay attention to it and see the pattern form of the solid. Okay, that makes sense. Let's see. Araya says she definitely undercharges. I know when I said 18, some of you guys are like, really? Yeah. The exception would be if there's a ton of people in your general area that also do custom work. I'm here, so I live in a city called Pomona. It's at the junction of LA, Orange, San Bernardino, and Riverside counties. The 4 of the top 10 most populated, or 4 of like the top 5 even, most populated counties in the country, I live there. I live within 45 minutes of like 18 million people, something like that. There's a lot of shops around here. That's probably why I'm charging like 18, because I need to stay competitive a little bit. If you're the only person in town who does this, you need to be charging 25 base price, one color, one location. Anything else, then you start racking it up, adding it. Janice Townsend is asking, how much for the added color again, please? Sure. So it depends on what you're doing. Obviously, I have like a mix. These are all my scraps, right? So I have holographic, I have Easy Weed. And the orange is Easy Weed. The sparkly sunbeams are holographic, and the blue water, and this is Strip Flock Pro. So for let's just pretend this is all Easy Weed just for the sake of conversation. Every additional color should be an extra $1 to $2 minimum. For a large graphic, you may need to raise that price just to justify how much you're spending on vinyl, right? But for this, like let's just look at this one, right? Sunset Pulco, the blue and the orange, right? Let's pretend this is the only thing we're doing. The blue is gonna be included in my base price. An additional color this size, I'm probably charging an extra $2. Now additional locations, if they wanna add, so let's say this is on the back, now they wanna just add on the front just someone's name. An additional location, I don't care how small it is, $2. You wanna add a sleeve hit right here? $2. You want to add an additional location, meaning we started on the back, now we're on the front. Additional location, $2. You want to add 2 more colors? Every additional color is between $1 to $2. And that's the minimum. I know people who charge like $3 per color per location. So you're always charging per color per location. So if it's going on the back, that's one location. The front is the second location. The sleeve is our third location. So we have a total of, well, again, colors and locations. Back is 2 color, front is 3, sleeve is 1. That's 3 locations with different color splits. So yeah, that's money. When people ask me oh, hey, can you press the short sleeve? For $2, I can, sure. Oh, you want 3 colors on your short sleeve? Yeah, I just added $6. And if I have scraps of my popular colors, I'm not really even paying for it, because look at this tiny little piece of vinyl. This is like, again, I think it's like 2.5 by 1 or something like that. This is a very small piece of vinyl, and it's about to make me an extra $2. So yeah, and think about it, a whole sheet of vinyl is $3.75 if you're buying it by the sheet. If you're buying it by the roll, this is literally like pennies. This might be 2 cents worth of vinyl. It's about to 100x itself at $2. Great stuff. Creative, oh, I love this. I don't know if she or he, sorry. Creative Expressions and Gifts says, I charge more for my experience and outstanding work. Yes, I know my work. Yes, I don't overcharge at all. I agree 100%. Be confident in your value, man. Ronald Miller, thank you, Ronald. He's being real transparent. He says, Jared, I charge $25 per shirt. I have no complaints with my pricing here in Oklahoma. I love it. I really appreciate you guys for actually sharing details, because like I'm over here, I know what I charge. I love knowing what other people are charging, especially in different parts of the country, because it's like, hey, yeah, we're all on the same page. We all deserve to get paid for our good work. So let's go ahead. I could jabber on all day long. I'm gonna head over to the heat press. I'm actually gonna press these so we can see just how quick it is to make this kind of money. Now, today I'm using the HPN Signature Pro. Right, got that swing weight. This is actually part of the multifunction heat press. So we're gonna actually use that, because I'm gonna show the hats in a second. Yeah, there we go. All right, now first things first, let's just take all this off here. I do want to heat press, I do want to pre-press this. So now when you're, just really quick, I am gonna comment really quick on layering, just because I'm pressing a layered design, and I think you all need to know like how that goes, especially if you're new, by the way. So really quick, I'm gonna heat press this for about 5 seconds or so. Really, that's just gonna flatten out my surface. It's also gonna take out any moisture. So if you're in a really humid environment, you may need to heat press it for like 10 seconds for your pre-press. Moisture is just not good for your transfers. So here we go, that's been pre-pressed. Now, I'm gonna do 2 things. My right chest logo, it's gonna go right there. But now this is my left chest, I can't talk today. Left chest logo. I'm gonna bring these down. I'm gonna kind of just eyeball my placement just because we got a lot to cover today and I don't have a ton of time. This is a size medium shirt. I've done enough of these to know that this should actually look good when a person's actually wearing it. When you're seeing it flat on the heat press, I know you're gonna be tempted to pull it way out here towards the edge, but think about this. Your seam, that's running up someone's side, all right? The edge of their chest is gonna start right around here. So you don't want the logo to get lost over here, like under their armpit, you know? Bringing it out here, yeah, it's not really gonna be keen, so. I know enough to know where that's it. Now, the reason why I'm gonna layer this, they're not all getting pressed together, but the reason why I'm dry fitting it is because I need to know where each piece is gonna go. So I'm gonna remove that. I'm gonna remove that. There we go. Is that still gonna work? Yes. So I did that like that just because I need to know where it's gonna go, make sure it's gonna fit, make sure my placement's right. That still looks good. There we go. I put my name on it, but obviously like I'm not gonna fit into size medium. So now what's cool about doing multiple layers on a Caesar product is you only need to heat press the first few layers for about 5 seconds. So this orange, by the way, is Caesar Easy Weed. And you see it just like that, peeled just fine. So I'm not gonna worry about this one anymore. That's fine, but now I'm gonna press my Caesar Strip Flock Pro. All right. I should be using parchment paper. The only reason why I'm not is because I'm in a teensy tiny bit of a hurry. I have a really bad habit of talking way too much, and I talked way more than I should have in that preliminary segment there. So now this is Strip Flock Pro. So it is a warm peel. That's looking fantastic. And so last but not least, I got my Caesar holographic. Going in right there, making for a really cool 3-color logo. Now for my final press is gonna get the full 15 seconds. And Caesar holographic, I do have to double check. By the way, head on over to CaesarNA.com or HeatPressNation.com if you're ever in need of settings. Because my mind is blanking at the moment, I gotta double check if this is a hot or a cold peel. We have hundreds of different products on our site, each with different time and temperature settings. So please forgive me if I peel carrier cold. Got it. Oh, there we go. Alex has our cheat sheet. So now we're gonna let this holographic get cool for just a second. While we do that, I'm gonna check in on our Q&A. So let's see here. All right, it says, we will distract you if you're not careful. No, I love I don't call them distractions. I love the Q&A, so feel free. Let me bring this right here. Feel free to send in any questions you have about the products, the processes, what we're talking about today. We should still have enough time to get to our hat and our mug today. So that's why I'm kind of trying to speed through this t-shirt. Nancy says, I love Strip Flock. Janice says, do you have the platinum protectors? Yes, heatpressnation.com. By the way, my pal Ronnie is in the chat right now. And so for links and stuff like that, she's gonna be popping in there and answering. Carrie said, do you sell those fitted Teflon sheets? Yes, which is another reason why I'm kind of okay not putting down my parchment. Great questions. Tina Killian says, I love layering. It's such a great feeling of accomplishment. Yes, right? Okay, so I can't wait to peel this because it's gonna look really cool. And then what I love about vinyl is this ready to peel? Yeah, okay, cool, let's peel. So what I love about vinyl is, that was so easy. Like there's no way you would ever screen print that. Look at how brilliant the Caesar holographic is. You can't screen print that. You can't white toner print that. You can't sublimate that. That is only gonna be heat transfer vinyl, baby. And this, you can't really feel it, but this is Caesar Strip Flock Pro, so it has a really, really nice kind of velvety, smooth feel to it. Adds a little extra layer of dimension, and honestly, it just feels expensive, man. You want your premium customers to be really happy with their purchase, use a little bit of Strip Flock Pro. Feels great, lasts forever, really good stuff. Okay, so that's the front, let's do the back. And I know I said I was gonna take some questions, but time is of the essence, ladies and gentlemen. So now here's, so we're gonna go ahead and press the back of this. Now here's what's cool about this. I think I can, you know what? So we're gonna try press these both at the same time. If I just give myself enough space with the carrier sheets, because I don't want anything to like overlap, right? If I give myself enough space with the carrier sheets, I believe I can press these both at the same time. That way, instead of 2 presses, I can get these done in 1. So we want this back logo to be a little higher on the back, kind of closer to the shoulders. Sunset Pool Co. And then, of course, got to have their phone number so people who see us, you know, servicing in the wild, they're going to want to know. Sunset Pool Co. All right, 15 seconds. Let's do this. So this is really cool because I can just press them both at the same time. It's gonna save me time in my process. And if I was doing a bunch of these t-shirts, of course, that would just get done a lot faster. 15 seconds just like that. Now, this is also a great idea if you're wondering like who you should be selling to. Everybody, dude. Because your local pool company, your pool cleaner, they need shirts, man, because when they're going around, oh, I left a little piece of vinyl there. Oops. Oh, well, I'll show you guys over here. Or, wait. Sunset Pool Co. These colors look fantastic, by the way. This is turquoise in Caesar Strip Block Pro, which is the blue. And then the orange is just orange of Caesar Easy Weed. Don't mind that last 5. So check this out. I'm going to come show it over here. But if you want to know who needs t-shirts, everybody needs t-shirts. It's summertime, so when they're out there cleaning pools, they need to be wearing branded gear so the neighbors don't think like, oh, who's breaking into their house, you know? Right here up front, by the way. Of course, if you want to go the extra mile, you can customize with the employee's name. And I did a 3-color logo up here. Truth be told, if your customers want to save money, they could do the whole thing in just 1 color. Now, when you show them a sample of this amazing feeling Strip Flock Pro and the amazing looking just bright, vivid colors that aren't gonna fade, by the way, these are not gonna fade, yeah, you just might sell them on a multicolor graphic. And then, I'm gonna be honest, the holographic is not for everybody, but doggone, it looks great. That's a really eye-catching design. And I didn't forget the sleeve, but now let's talk about the hat. So hats are a great place for scraps. Now, if you have, I'm gonna go back to the heat press here. If you have something like the HPN multifunction heat press, you have access to hat press. So put these gloves on because it's gonna get a little hot right now. While I'm doing this, feel free to send me any questions you guys have. So all you do is you just be strong, first of all. Don't be a weak. There you go. There's always that one that just does not want to come off. I applied too much strength previously. And we're going to unscrew it from the little brain. I call it the brain. This is not the brain. It's not the appropriate name for this thing. It's actually called the control box. But I think brain's funnier. For that, I will take my gloves off. And it's that simple. Now, ideally, you want to put this somewhere safe. So I'm going to come around. I have a safe place for this, which in my case is just on top of another heat press. All right. So many messes. You know what you see when I throw things on the floor? I shouldn't do that. Then I step on them and they bother me. So really quick, this is our HPN Signature Series. This is actually the Signature Pro multi-function heat press. Faster. And so basically what we're showing you right now is how quick and easy it is to to swap out turn your heat press into a hat press. Now, ideally, you'll be waiting until the press is cooled for this, but I got some gloves on and I'm pretty tough. So I kind of don't really mind. So here we go, we're gonna lock that in. So when you get the multifunction heat press, you're gonna get a cap attachment. Now I am gonna use this for caps, but first I'm gonna use it to finish off my t-shirt. By the way, if you want a good reason to get a cap press, you can also use it for your short sleeve hits and your inside neck labels. We just did a video, well, I did a different one. Okay, I don't wanna get ahead of myself. Really quick, bottom is in place. I'm gonna position my top in place, and you're gonna wanna line it up before you mount it. So I lined it up so that way the element will cover, okay. I'm gonna drop it. Is it backwards? I missed something. Yeah. Oh, I think I screwed it in backwards. There is a front and a back to this. And okay, well, I'm just gonna kind of make it work right now because, like I said, we don't exactly have tons of time. There we go. Okay. That works. So now I'm also going to, as a time-saving measure, I'm just gonna screw in 2 of the top ones because we got a lot of cool things to show you today. And that's that. I'm gonna come back around and I'm gonna plug this in. Now, usually I try to go through all the steps, but today we have so much to do, so many things to see, so many things to show. And it's just me, Christopher, the ghost of Chris. Can we pan over to Chris's ghost really quick? There he is. Oh, Chris, I miss you, buddy. I really do. All right, we got 3:15, 15 seconds. This is gonna take a few minutes to heat up. I'm gonna go back here, take some questions, but I do wanna talk about our hats right now. All right, so. All right, great questions. Day Walker, okay, I believe we answered that question, asking what brand of press that is. Kirsten Kirkland says, I can't ever get my layering right. Even with only tacking on the first layer, I always have shrinkage. Okay, one thing you could try, there's 2 things you need to try. First thing, pre-press the living heck out of your t-shirt. And then maybe don't use so much pressure on your first initial presses. So you're gonna I would pre-press your shirt for like 15 seconds, 20 seconds even. Pre-press your shirt. When you're applying your first few layers to just tack them down, don't use a ton of pressure. Use it like just kiss it for about 5-10 seconds or so. Add your layers. And then for the final layer, yes, you could crank up your pressure a little bit and give it that full press. But usually when t-shirts are shrinking on the press, because heat, it causes things to expand and contract. You also don't wanna wait too much time between your peels. And then if you are peeling, try your very best when you're peeling to not like pull or tug or move the fabric in any way. There is a little bit of an art to it. You gotta kind of finesse it. You gotta be gentle with it when you're layering. So like don't do hard peels, just do a nice smooth. Make sure that the t-shirt stays where it's supposed to be staying. And then, when you're layering, you don't want your layers, and this is more of a design tip. When you're designing layers to go over or within each other, you don't want them to perfectly line up. Oh, my press is at temperature. 1 second. Otherwise, it's just gonna beep the whole time. Ghost of Chris, can you take over? Yeah, I can, okay. Oh, thank you, Ghost of Chris. Okay, cool. Oh, I'm back now. When you're designing for layering, you don't want things to ever be a perfect fit. If possible, what you're gonna wanna do is have them overlap. So give yourself a little extra space to overlap. That way you could kind of fill in any gaps and you have a little bit bigger tolerance for space, for adjustments, for shifts and things like that. If your vinyl transfers line up perfectly, they're not gonna line up perfectly. If it lines up perfectly in the software, it's not gonna line up perfectly when you actually go there. So what I do, there's a couple of different things you could do. You could see, or on my t-shirt, I don't know if you could see it, on the, where am I? You see where the red intersects the white text? I did an outline, an offset. So I actually intentionally cut into the red so it had space to breathe. And that kind of prevents this from like looking dumb. Make it look intentional if there's gonna be a gap. Another thing you could do here with these layers, as you see down here on our logo, with these layers, there's gaps. There's a clearly, like they're not touching each other at all. I use the black of the t-shirt to be the lines of my graphic. So that really works out as well. Yeah, there's a few more tips, but yeah, we gotta move on. Let's see, any other questions here? Nancy Burke says, if only you had vinyl remover. I do, not in the room right now, but I do, that's great. Tina says, Chris, he needs you. I do, man, I miss Chris. Ooh. Denise is asking, does HPN have payment plans? And now Ronnie did answer this in the chat, but I do want to mention it for everybody watching on Facebook. Yes, we offer financing through a firm. And if you don't have a firm, but you have PayPal, PayPal has their own financing thing. So get an account with PayPal. If you qualify for them, when you go to check out on our site, you could use your PayPal credit or PayPal financing or whatever. So that's another way you could finance that's not a firm. We also offer short-term payment plans through ShopPay. So yeah, there's lots of ways to get started. I like to say you could probably earn faster than you can save. So yes, it's great to save, it's great to pay up front, but if you're committed, or if you already have a business going and you know that this equipment or these blanks are gonna get you even more profit, yeah, if it makes financial sense for you, if you're not risking, you know, your kid's future, go for it, go for it. Araya says, overlap is a must. All right, I agree. And with that, we're gonna show you guys our hats. So now I love hats, and I put my scissors over there, but I love hats because you can do so much with them with so little. Sorry guys, I'm all over the place today. Please forgive me. But yeah, you could do so much with so little. So even though I only have a little bit of vinyl, that's A-okay. So the same thing that we did on the t-shirts, we're gonna go ahead and layer here as well. So to me, pocket logos and hats are probably the best possible examples of why you need to be saving your scraps. Because with hats, like, again, so little vinyl, and hats, you could charge as much as you would for a t-shirt. That's the cool thing about hats. They have a really high value. So you could definitely charge as much as you would for a t-shirt. And I mean, let's just say, right, this pool company, he's an owner operator, so he's the only person who needs a t-shirt, right? So he might not need or want 2 t-shirts, but doggone it, he just might want a hat. He just might want a hat. So it's a great way to increase the order value. Oh, there it is. It's a great way to increase the order value when maybe multiple shirts isn't really an option for your customer. That's fine. They don't have to order multiple shirts. They just might be happy with an additional item, a separate item that is not a t-shirt. So yeah, I love t-shirts. I love making money. So I'm not totally married to like, oh, t-shirts only. T-shirts or die, you know? So we have that. I have another graphic. Oh, right here on hats. Fine. We got 3 colors, 1 location. Remember I was talking about adding additional locations? Boom, the temple. You can even add right over the back. I'm going to show you this a little bit closer on once we get actually to the heat press. But yeah, that's another thing. If you're looking for ways to increase the order value, so you already booked the deal. They want to buy a t-shirt, but you want to like, man, how can I upsell them? Try offering a non-t-shirt item. If they're buying a shirt, offer them a hat. And if they don't want that, they just want the shirt, offer them an additional color or an additional location, especially if you already have that color on hand. That's why I don't do a lot of orange. So when an orange job comes through, I save all my scraps. So if somebody does come and want some, I got them. I got them covered, and I don't have to spend extra money. So before I press the hat, check this out. It's probably one of my favorite things to do with my hat press. And look at this. So the sleeve, right? The sleeve fits right here. most sleeves anyways. This is a size medium t-shirt. It's having a little trouble getting threaded right over, but it fit. And what am I doing? That's right. Oh, I forgot I got to add a little pressure. I want to say we're at like 100 for this. Nope. There we go. All right. Pretend you just saw me do that really smooth. All right. But yeah, 15 seconds on the clock. And so with just this tiny little 2 cents worth of vinyl, I just added 2 more bucks to the shirt. Boom. Oh, that S, okay. Could probably use a little bit more pressure, so give me just a second. Want to make sure that all gets down on there. That should be good. There we go. And dude, this sleeve hit, like, it just adds value. Let me show you guys. Oh, there we go. Where are we? It just adds value to the t-shirt. This is gonna be, my placement is a little off on there, no big deal. We got a few more projects and not a lot of time, but check it out. This is something that's really cool on the shirt. It's gonna add value to this shirt where I already have a bunch of placements. And Mr. Sunset Pool Co., they're gonna be stoked to wear this on their jobs because this shirt looks amazing. The colors are amazing, it looks legit, and it's really gonna help them, especially if they're a business that's just starting off. It's really gonna help them look nice when they go to either book new jobs or do whatever, so yeah. So now we're gonna show you the hat. I love this hat, by the way. This is the surf cap from AS Color, which I have one of these in black. You've probably seen it, my Heat Press Nation Jurassic Park hat, right? All right, so now this is gonna go on the heat press right here. Now I know the bill is kind of blocking the camera angle, so you just have to have a little faith that we're doing this right today. There's a few things that we could do. One thing I didn't consider was that I cut my chest logo a little bit too big. I forgot that there's a little seam right here on the hat. So while we could easily do this on our hat, today we are probably not. Yeah, we're probably not. Just because I don't think it's gonna fit. My apologies, I didn't measure that. But anyways, also we got to give some stuff away. I'm coming up on an hour now, and I still have a mug to show you. I don't know if we're gonna get to the mug today. So really quick, either way, Sunset Pool Co. right here, they're gonna want that on their hat. And so, okay, so look, let's just pretend we're doing this, right? 3-color graphic could easily have gone on this hat if I would have measured it right. In any case, Sunset Pool Co. going on the main front of the hat. That out. Dude, that looks fantastic. Look, save them some money, offer them the 1-color graphic. It's that easy, dude. It's that easy. Now, of course, on this hat press, we could also fit, depending on your hat press, this is a lot easier on like the 360 IQ, but the temple right here, because this band doesn't always flip back on all hats, sometimes you could pull it out on a smaller hat platen. If not, just kind of hold it right there. You could easily press something right there too. If I had an extra transfer, I'd put something there to show you. I'm gonna double check. Just might, maybe not. No, not lucky today. All right, that's okay. Sunset Pool Co. would look great right there. No big deal. There's so many things you could do with the hat. And this hat just added an extra $22. This is a premium hat, by the way. And it's made of nylon. This is the AS Color Surf hat. And this is a great, great hat. Great for summertime. This premium cap, easily $22, $25, even $30 or more with customization because it's such a hot product right now. And what's cool about that is the money that I would have spent on vinyl, I didn't have to. So here's an example of what you could do with your scraps. I hope all you guys are saving it. If you weren't already saving your scraps, I sure hope you are now. Now, one last thing I do want to talk about is your inventory that is just sitting your inventory that is just sitting. I'm talking about your mugs. So this is a really cool mug. This is a specialty mug. Now, whenever I get a mug order, I always over order. You'd be surprised that even though I am a professional, professionals make little boo-boos from time to time. So if I have an order for like 20 of these, they come in a case of 12 or 36. Maybe I'll buy the 36. If I have an order for 20, I'll probably just buy 2 cases, right? And have 4 extra. So what do you do with these extra mugs? Now, these are great as an upsell, especially because this is orange. It kind of fits my theme. So if I'm doing Sunset Pool Co., if they're already ordering a t-shirt and a hat, if I'm feeling lucky, I'm gonna ask them if they would like a super cool gradient mug to go along with it. Now, if they decline, that's fine. If I think that, like if this business is booming, he's like, hey, I just need 1 shirt for the weekend. We usually order tons of shirts, but our supplier's out, blah, 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 blah. If I wanna sweeten this deal, I just might give them a mug for free. Or another thing that happens a lot is, or not a lot, but it happens enough, is, hey, I have a great relationship with Sunset Pool Co. I've been making their t-shirts for a couple of years now. It's been a little while since they've ordered. I don't know if they've forgotten about me, but because I want to drum up some more business for myself, like obviously like it's not a charity, like I want to sell more t-shirts, I just might drop off a mug at their office and say, hey, was thinking about you guys. I don't know if you need mugs. If you do, check out this mug. I made it for you just because I like you. Let me know. Give it a very no strings attached feel. If people feel like they're being like forced into something, they're not gonna want your gift. Don't put your own stupid logo on there. Please do not put your own logo on it. Put their logo on it, make sure they love it. I have my print right here. So this is a sublimation mug. This is great. Sometimes you have these mugs, I'm gonna be honest, maybe they didn't sell as much as you thought they would. Just because it's not selling, or just because, you know, people aren't going crazy for it the way you were kind of hoping they would, that doesn't mean it can't be useful. So make your stuff work for you. If you have any blanks that have been sitting on your shelf for like 3 months, as long as it's not a seasonal blank. If it's a seasonal blank, just wait till season, right? But if you have blanks, they've been sitting on your shelf for a little while, they're just collecting dust, you've already spent the money for it, right? So that money's gone. They're making you $0 just sitting on the shelf. So why not have them make you possibly a couple dollars, by going and dropping off this promo blank over at my buddies at Sunset Print Co. or Sunset Pool Co. That just might be all that just might be the little encouragement they needed to place another t-shirt order. In any case, it's gonna really keep me, if I drop off a cool freebie like this to my buddies over at Sunset Pool Co., it's really gonna keep me in their good graces. I just wanna double check my pressure really quick here. It's really gonna keep me in their good graces, and maybe they're not even ready to buy shirts now, but in the future, they're gonna be like, dude, you remember Jared? Yeah, he was really cool, wasn't he? Yeah, he gave us that cool mug. Yeah, we need shirts. We should go with him, huh? Dude, totally. Right? That's how I imagine that conversation goes anyways. But yeah, if it's just sitting on your shelf, just do it. Just put their logo on it and just give it away. It has a better chance of making you money as a gift than it does sitting on your shelf doing nothing. All right, so we got like 190 seconds. We got 3 minutes on the clock here. Let's take some questions. And after this, by the way, we do have a giveaway. I want to thank everybody who's still tuned in right now. We're going to be giving away a $50 Heat Press Nation gift card in just a moment. All right. Suzanne Jones says, I had someone ask me the other day, what was the guaranteed length of use of a vinyl t-shirt I made? And I wasn't sure how to answer. So Caesar, which is Caesar Easyweed, it's this. Caesar usually says you can get about 30 to 40 washes, regular washes, before your vinyl will start to show signs of wear and tear, like cracking. It's not really gonna peel. If your vinyl ever peels, it's because you didn't press it right. Vinyl only peels when you don't have enough, usually pressure, but heat. If you don't have enough heat or pressure, that's when your vinyl peels. I've been pressing vinyl for a long, long time, about 7 years now, a little over 7 years now. This t-shirt, I made it in, I wanna say the summer of 2019. And yeah, still going strong. Now you can't see it. On the circle, there are a couple cracks because this shirt has gotten stretched and worn, and they're really thin because the circle is one solid piece and it's a really thin piece of material. That part did crack, but if you're looking at it, you probably couldn't tell that there's any cracks on it. The cracks that you see on this shirt, actually, no, there's not enough, maybe there is. Put me on the heat press cam. Let's see if we can, let's do this. I don't know if I'm gonna be in focus, guys. We're gonna try, oh yes! So you see that C, how it's cracked in that A? This shirt, without exaggeration, this is one of my weekly wears. If we're 2019, that's 4 summers ago, 4 years ago. Not bad for 4 years. So you see how nothing's peeling, but it is cracking. And these are at the tiny little corners. And that's because this shirt gets a ton of wear, a ton of washes. And from far away, it still looks good. Now, by the way, this shirt, I don't wash it carefully. This shirt, I throw it in with whatever temperature everything is getting. I wash it, I dry it hot. So this shirt gets used and abused. We do laundry. I don't wash all my clothes every week because long story. We do like half of our laundry every week. So even at every 2 weeks, that's 26 washes a year. Times 4, that's 80, that's 104 maybe? It's 104 washes, not bad. And from right here, it still looks good. So from right here, it looks good. So you could tell your customers, I mean, vinyl usually lasts, what I like to say is your vinyl's gonna last about as long as your shirt. So, you know, shirts, they get torn, they get holes, they get stained, they get thrown away. Not many shirts last 4 years, although a lot of them do. Pull this out and let it cool. Our mug is done, by the way. So, you know, what I would safely tell them is like, hey, you should be able to wash and wear your shirt about 30 plus washes before you see signs of wear and tear, like cracking. Don't say peeling. The vinyl shouldn't peel. You should be using your Heat Press Nation heat presses to make sure that the vinyl doesn't peel. Yeah, 30 washes before they show signs of wear, like cracking, but the vinyl will hold through the lifetime of the t-shirt. I'm very confident in that. I've been using Caesar EasyWeave for a very long time, long enough to know that, yes, I can confidently say the vinyl will hold for about the lifetime of the t-shirt. Okay, I love vinyl, by the way. Boop, 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 beep, boo. Let's see, Tina says, do you double press after removing the film? I repress to ensure no peeling. I see a peeling shirt in public and cringe. I also cringe at peeling t-shirts. Thank you, I agree. I didn't hear, when I'm layering something 3 times, I might repress it, might not. If my last press is 15 seconds, I may not repress. Nothing against you repressors out there, go for it. What you don't wanna do is you don't wanna overpress something. Like I heard people saying like, oh, to make sure my EasyWeave sticks, I'll crank the temperature to 350 and I'll press it for 30 seconds, repress it for 30. And I'm like, no, that's too much. If you do that, the adhesive is actually gonna seep through the shirt and you're not gonna have a strong hold. So you don't need to go overkill on it, but if you do feel like doing a repress, go for it. Araya says, looks great. I have inventory just sitting for sure. Yes. I mean, I would say go through, if you keep track of your orders, which you should be, go through your previous orders go through orders from 2020. Did anybody order, did you have any big orders? And you know, one thing is to reach out and say, hey, do you need anything else? Another thing is to go to them, take them a cool mug or a cool t-shirt and say, hey, just thinking of you. Hey there's, oh, did I mirror it? Oh my gosh, you'll never believe what idiot forgot to mirror his graphic. I thought that looked a little too good. That's hilarious. Sunset Pool Co. You know why? Because oh, here, let me show this one. Because this graphic looks good left or right, so it doesn't really matter. And then I just, oh well. Don't give them this one. Do not give them a reverse image. But you see here now, One thing you're noticing on this mug is that because it is slightly transparent, the colors aren't going to be as bold and vibrant as what you're used to seeing on a solid white mug. That is okay. To me, it's part of the appeal for these cool color gradient mugs. Ideally, you'll be using darker colors. I'm using a very light blue, and of course my logo has light colors on it. If you were using darker colors, it'll look even better. I still think it looks great, by the way. There we go. Oh, Getting Crafty with Lomo's World says, gifts for birthdays, LOL. Yes, dude, give away gifts for birthdays. That's such a great thing to do with your extra inventory. Lisa Hernandez says, I like free gifts. Yes, who doesn't, right? So again, go through your previous orders. Start off with your big whales. Whoever placed the biggest orders of 2022, go make them something with their logo on it. Don't put your logo on it. If you put your logo on it, I will find you and I will give you a face like this. Don't do it. Let's see. Karen is asking, can you put vinyl on a cup? Okay, you can put vinyl on anything, but the question is, will it stick? So heat transfer vinyl on a cup, some people say it's 6, some people it doesn't. Me personally, I think it's gonna depend on the mug you're using. And since there's so many mugs out there, it's like, dude, I don't know. My thing is, why would you do that when you can sublimate beautiful colors on there that are for sure gonna be permanent? So you can put it on there. Will it stick? I don't know. I've heard everything from dishwashed it 100 times to came off after the first hand wash. Again, it's probably gonna vary on the mug. If you are gonna put vinyl on a mug, I would say use something like Caesar, not PSV, what's the new one called? I'm blanking on Starling. Caesar Starling. That's gonna be the stuff you want. Instead of Oracal 651, use the, I think they call it like the Marine Cal, it's like 751 or something like that. Use the 700 series. You know, make sure you use something extra sticky. That's gonna do better than heat transfer vinyl. Heat transfer vinyl is super permanent for shirts because that's what it's designed for. Not really designed for mugs. Wait. Someone said it's a hidden message and I wanna make sure that sunset spelled backward isn't something obscene. Oh no, it's not. Tessnus Oak Loop, okay. I didn't want to accidentally offend anybody, so I had to be sure. Kristen says, LOL, love to see that even the pros make mistakes. Makes me feel less like an idiot. You know what? Just for you. I did that one just for you. Okay, so that's gonna be all of our demos for today. In today's episode, you saw how we got some scraps. We got like 2 cents worth of vinyl and we customized this $25, $30 hat. We have easily a $30 t-shirt with realistically about $1 or $2 of vinyl. I don't know, not a lot at all. Honestly, I would say if you added up all the vinyl, probably like $1. But when you consider that this was all scraps that would have been otherwise headed to the trash, it's kind of free in a weird way, if you think about it like that. And then of course we had our mug that had been sitting on the shelf. I haven't sold any more of these orange gradient mugs in a little while. So instead of them just sitting, what I'm gonna do is I am going to make a promo. I'm gonna give it away and I'm gonna get in the good graces of my favorite clients and hopefully they'll buy some more mugs off of me. Now, if I'm done with my tutorials, then you know that it is time for a giveaway. We're gonna be giving away a $50 gift card to heatpressnation.com. Now here's how you're gonna enter. In a few moments, on the right about there-ish, you're gonna see a hashtag pop up on screen. All you gotta do to enter is just type in that hashtag and comment it. You could comment once on Facebook and then once on YouTube live, the live stream, by the way. This is not open for the replay, because I'm gonna give it away in about like a minute or two. So go ahead, it's gonna come up any moment now. Just comment the hashtag and it is, oh, not that one. Not that one, it's a different one. That was from last week. We got a new one coming up. Give us a second, we're gonna load that one right now. Oh, there it is, scraps. Comment the hashtag scraps, that's SCRAPS. Make sure you use the hashtag and make sure you spell it right, because the computer, it's not gonna pull the misspelling. So yeah, comment once on Facebook, comment once again on YouTube if you like. April Golden says 30 washes is good. Yeah, it is. Get a shirt from Target and tell me how good it looks after 30 washes. Let's see. Any other questions here? I see all the scraps comments coming in. Yes, bring it on. Scrap. Yes, so many scraps comment. You guys only have about another 30 seconds to comment, by the way. Big shout out to my pal Jesse Gibson tuning in. What's up, man? I see you saying hi. Good to see you. Hope all is well with the family. Amy says, how much would I sell the mug for? Okay, that's a great question. This is a premium mug. This is a color gradient mug. So if somebody ordered this brand new, in this example, I did this as a giveaway to drum up some more business. But if somebody really did want to order this brand new, if a regular mug, I'm charging anywhere. Okay, I'm gonna give you a little insight into my mug pricing, all right? Let's think of a plain white mug, right? One single plain white mug, $16 to $20. Making it with this is premium. You're gonna up that a little bit, $18 to $22. Now that's for one single mug. Things get a little different, a little hairy when you start going by the case. If somebody wanted a case of 36 11-ounce white mugs, I would sell them at around $7, $8 a piece. Times 36, you do the math. If somebody wanted a case of these, I would do them around $8 to $9, possibly $10 if I could, a piece for a case of 36. So I'm gonna pull up my calculator really quick because I'm really curious what that is. We're gonna pick a winner. Give me 30 seconds. We're gonna announce the winner right now. By the way, entries are closed. No more entries. The computer is gonna bleep bloop in a second. So that's $7 times 36, $2.52 a case. For this, if I'm charging, let's say $9, $3.24. That's it. It's nice. It's nice. What's $2 times 36 pieces? It's an extra $72 a case. I could make a case of these in about 3 hours with one mug press, which is a good time to plug. Let's announce the winner. Then I'm going to plug this. Then we're out of here. All right. Winner is. I can't read that. My eyes are cheap. Michelle M. Michelle M. You are our winner. Congratulations. Do me a favor. Email us at winner@heatpressnation.com. Chris is supposed to do this. Can we pan to the ghost of Chris? His ghost is here. Chris, we miss you. There you are, ghost. We miss you, buddy. He'll be back next week. No worries. But yeah, winner@heatpressnation.com. Thank you so much again, Michelle M. Do me a favor. Was that Facebook or YouTube? YouTube. Yeah. YouTube, Michelle M on YouTube. You are our winner. Congratulations. Email me, winner@heatpressnation.com, and we'll get you your $50 gift card. To everybody else, if you didn't win, don't worry. Next week, I'll be back, and instead of Chris's ghost, Chris will be back. We're gonna have some more giveaways for you, some more tutorials. We have a really fun episode planned for next week featuring one of my favorite products, but you're gonna have to come back to find out. Before I let you go, I do wanna remind you that our sale is going right now. It's our mid-year sale. If you want a discount on vinyl cutters, on heat presses, on a heck of a lot of stuff, head on over to heat.press/sale, or you can just go to heatpressnation.com. You'll see the big banner. You can click on it, see everything that we have on sale. Now, really quick, before I let you go, I gotta tell you about this mug press. This is the M-Press Sublimation mug press. Now, this is gonna be ideal if you're doing 11-ounce mugs or 15-ounce mugs. I know we're gonna get the question. It doesn't, look at it. It's tiny. It's not gonna fit your big sublimation tumblers. So it's just gonna be for your 11 and 15-ounce mugs. Here's why I freaking love this thing. It's on sale right now, 50% off. 50% off. It's only $99.95. So to go back, if I could rewind going back about 2 minutes, I was talking about, for a case of these mugs, I can get them done in about 3 hours. If I had 2 of these, I could get it done in half of that time. Because while one is pressing, you're prepping the other one, you press it, go back to the first one, back and forth. So it's kind of like a 2-for-1 special. If you think about it, this is 50% off right now. So it's $100 if you want one. If you want to just have maximum production, get 2 of these. You won't regret it. Sorry, say that again? Oh yeah, before we go, sorry, I'm reading a note. Yeah, so get 2 of these. They really are amazing. And if you want to be able to offer, sublimation mugs by the case, which Good business, I'll tell you that. Yeah, get to them. All right, that's gonna do it for me. But before I let you go, I gotta remind you, text the word HEAT to 31592. There we go. Sorry, making sure my mic is 31592. Text the word HEAT. That's gonna sign you up for text notifications. We've had a couple sale items already sell out. Whenever we have a new sale, you wanna be the first to know. Sign up for text because all of our text people, they were the first ones to know when we launched our big summer sale. So that's gonna do it for me. Thank you so much for joining for another episode of Heat Press Nation Live. See you next week. Adios.